Adil's life was simple: an average job, a small apartment, and Hira, the girl who made everything feel complete. Their love wasn't loud or extravagant. It was gentle, deep, and silent, like two hearts speaking a language only they understood. It was in the quiet moments, the shared smiles over a cup of tea, the way their hands would find each other in a crowded room. For Adil, Hira wasn't just a part of his life. She was the piece that made the puzzle make sense. He looked at her and saw his future, his home, his forever. But life, as we all know, never stays as perfect as we imagine it. It has a cruel way of reminding us that nothing is permanent. Slowly, almost imperceptibly at first, Hira began to change. The long, rambling messages she used to send became shorter, more concise. Her voice on the phone, once full of warmth and laughter, became softer, almost hesitant, and her smile, that beautiful smile that used to light up his world, became distant. It was still there, but it didn't quite reach her eyes anymore. Adil felt her slipping away, like fine sand through his fingers, and the more he tried to hold on, the faster she seemed to disappear. He tried to bridge the growing gap between them.
Yes.
He asked her again and again, his voice filled with a desperate concern he couldn't hide. "Are you okay? Did I do something wrong? Just talk to me, please?" But her answer was always the same, a quiet, reassuring lie. "I'm fine." And that "I'm fine," he would later realize, was the biggest sign that nothing, absolutely nothing, was fine. It was a wall she was building, brick by brick, and he was on the outside, powerless to stop her. One rainy evening, the kind where the sky weeps along with the world, his phone buzzed. It was Hira. She asked to meet him at their favorite spot, a small park bench overlooking the city. Adil's heart pounded in his chest, a frantic drumbeat of hope and fear. He ran to her, not even bothering with an umbrella, letting the cold rain soak him to the bone. He was hoping, praying, that the storm raging outside wasn't a reflection of the one brewing inside her. When he arrived, he saw her sitting there, a solitary figure against the gray backdrop of the city. Hira didn't look at him at first. She just stared into the distance, as if looking for something he couldn't see. The silence stretched on, thick and heavy with unspoken words. Then finally, she turned to him. Her voice was a whisper, almost lost in the sound of the rain. But the words she spoke were loud enough to shatter his entire world. "I'm leaving for good." The world fell silent. The rain, the city, his own heartbeat, everything just stopped. Adil felt every part of him break, piece by piece, like a glass statue dropped from a great height. He could almost hear the shattering echo in the emptiness that suddenly filled him. Why? It was the only word he could manage, a strangled sound that barely escaped his lips. Her eyes, which he had always seen as pools of warmth, filled with tears that mingled with the raindrops on her cheeks. "Dreams and reality aren't the same, Adil," she said, her voice trembling. "And I've chosen reality. You're a good man. It's the best man I've ever known. But your road isn't mine anymore." And just like that, with those final, devastating words, she stood up. She turned and walked away. There was no last hug to offer a final moment of comfort. No promise to meet again someday. No goodbye worth holding on to. Just the sound of her footsteps fading on the wet pavement, growing quieter and quieter until they were gone completely. And with those footsteps, she took everything. She took his laughter. She took his dreams. She took his peace. She took him with her. People say time heals all wounds. For Adil, time didn't heal. It only taught him how to hide the pain better. It taught him how to wear a mask of normalcy, to go to work, to smile at his colleagues, to pretend that the gaping hole in his chest wasn't there. But every night, when the world outside goes quiet and he's alone with his thoughts, the mask comes off. He lies in bed, staring at the empty ceiling, and the same questions haunt him. He whispers them into the darkness, hoping for an answer that will never come. "Why did you leave? Was our love not real enough for your reality? The pieces of me you took with you, will they ever come back?" Oh. But the silence is always the only reply. A profound, endless silence that confirms his deepest fear, that some parts of us once broken can never be made whole again. He's learned to live with the ghosts of what was, forever trapped in the memory of a love that was everything, until it was nothing at all. Thank you for watching. If this story touched you, please like and subscribe for more content like this.